Hi Libra, this is your horoscope for January 2017. Thank you for joining me. The big themes for you this month are family, health and well-being. From the 28th of December 2016 through until the 14th of January 2017, the Sun conjunct Pluto, and both of those energies are in Capricorn in your 4th house. Now the Sun is your identity, and it's what drives you, and it's what energizes you, and it's really what your personal focus is all about. And in Capricorn, it's very grounded and it's very driven to make something happen. Pluto is rebirth, it's transformation, it's change, and it's things getting bigger and having more life. And when these two come together, it's your identity expanding and you becoming much more diligent and focused on working and making things better. And with the energy that's sitting in your 6th house, there's a real focus on you having the answers when it comes to health and well-being, wanting to be of service to your family, wanting everyone to be better, get better, feel better. So you're probably someone who's really focused on New Year's resolutions here, improving things for 2017, and you really entered the year feeling very optimistic and saying, come on guys, you know, we can make changes here and we can all feel better and we can all have a better year than we did last year. And you really want everyone to kind of come together and work together in a very idealistic way. Yes, you can make a lot of good progress. Yes, you can help people. The only thing that you need to check before you do all of this is, does that person want to be helped? And if they do want to be helped, it's all systems go, and you can really be the life coach for your family, and you can really help other people get better and really start this year on the right foot. On the 3rd of January, Venus goes into Pisces. That's in your 6th house. So you're almost intuitive when it comes to what people's daily routine should be like, including your own, what you should be eating, how you should be exercising, what's healthy, what's not healthy. And that's the big focus here at the beginning of the year. You really have and that's for every Libra, you really have a knack, an intuitive knack for what works. And if you're someone who's never exercised or seen the inside of a gym and you could care less about your diet, focus on what you're eating, or focus on how you feel at different times of the day, and intuitively you will know what works for you and what doesn't. You don't have to go for allergy testing. If lactose or gluten or spicy food or quinoa or whatever, if any of those have a reaction for you specifically, all you need to do is tune in a little bit, and your intuition is focused in such a way here at the beginning of January that you'll get very clear messages around what you should eat more of and what you should avoid. Really, really good. And you can be your own kind of naturopath here at the beginning of the year. Now that heightens and gets even stronger on the 4th of January when Venus begins to conjunct Neptune in your 6th house, and both of them are in Pisces. Now Venus is the personal planet of love and creativity and beauty. Neptune is the higher harmonic of Venus, and it's about people on a grand scale, a love for humanity in an impersonal sense. So, you know, fundamentally, I like other people. So you're very positive towards other people, and it expresses itself in a number of ways. One, you'll notice that you're very self-sacrificing and you're very focused on the well-being of other people, and you genuinely care. 2, your intuition is going to be really heightened, especially when it comes to physical things. And even, it's not just food, but even routines. You know, if you're working 70 hours a week, if that is never registered, that might be a problem. You'll get very clear on that. But the other way this expresses itself is through creativity. And you may feel more inspired to paint or to draw or to write or to dance or to make music. Plus your intuition is heightened. So basically, all of the things that have to do with the emotional side of life, that's going to become a big factor in your life. And rather than be driven and ruled by the physical circumstances of your life, like job and all of the things that you have to take care of on a practical sense, your inner life is really going to expand and grow, and it's going to show you what works and what doesn't, and then you can affect your physical life. So the answers come from within for you in January, and you have the answers. Don't listen to anyone else. Your intuition is top-notch in January, and you're the expert when it comes to your own life. Okay? So if you're reading in the newspaper that blueberries are superfoods and you should eat a ton of them every day, but your inner guidance is saying, actually, blueberries make me feel horrible, then listen to that and avoid it no matter what the experts say, okay? That continues until the 19th. And also during this time, Mercury, the communication planet, has been in retrograde since the end of December 2016, and it stays in retrograde until the 8th. On the 5th of January, it retrogrades out of Capricorn and goes back into Sagittarius in your 3rd house, and the information that you've acquired so far here is something that you should share with other people. You really have your finger on the pulse of what works and what doesn't, especially when it comes to your family life. So the reason I said earlier is make sure that people want to be helped. One, you don't want to be wasting your time, but two, you also don't want to be like the cheerleader saying, come on guys, let's all get healthy, because that's a pain, especially if someone doesn't want to do anything or change anything. They'll just write you off as like this happy clappy cheerleader type. So you do have good information to share. Don't waste your breath on people who don't want to hear it and who are negative. Share it with people who will take that on board. But you're right, you can trust your own judgment, you can trust your guidance, you do know what you're doing, and people who are around you and who listen will actually benefit from your insight and your wisdom. When Mercury comes out of retrograde on the 8th, things speed up even more, and you have the power to really present something. So for you, Libra, I don't know if you've ever considered maybe doing a presentation, or maybe even writing something or teaching something. If that's never been on your to-do list, delve into it, maybe do a little bit of research. I think you could really enjoy that and discover something new that comes out of a genuine focus on something you truly care about, which is well-being and family here at the beginning of January. Now, once Mercury is direct, it kind of ticks along, moves on forward much more speedily, and it moves into Capricorn on the 13th, and it moves from the 3rd house into the 4th. And again, the focus is well and truly on family, how you can make your family life better, how everyone can feel better, how relationships can improve, how communication can improve. And that really is the big theme here. So tune in, your intuition is heightened, it will help you in all those areas: food, exercise, family, communication, well-being. All of that stuff is really on the agenda for you here in January. And you start the year on a very kind of domestic level. I mean, this isn't traveling the world. This isn't career and making tons of money. This is the people you care about and how you feel. And that's interesting, because if you're starting the year on this footing, you're really laying a nice foundation, which means you can do all of those other things later on in the year because you feel good and you're not polluting with your body with GMOs and all this other junk. Now, around the same time, on the 12th of January, the full moon occurs, and that is in your 10th house of career in Cancer. And that's interesting because you will feel very much at home in your job. I don't think you're going to question it very much. I think even if you aren't in the perfect job, it's not going to be some huge drama that just is highlighted in your mind's eye. And I think when it comes to the work career front, things are kind of quiet and ticking along nicely. And those are the themes I will continue on here through January. The next big change is at the end of the month, on the 28th of January, when the new moon occurs in Aquarius, and that's in your 5th house. And now romance starts to appear on the horizon, and you'll really want to start to take some action to bring more of that into your life. So February and moving into February will really be, how am I going to bring love into my life? I'm now ready to look for love. I'm ready to experience love. And that's the big kind of theme that you'll start to experience in February. So I hope that gives you something to work with for the month of January. If you would like a private reading with me based on your personal horoscope, which I can draw up using your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth, then please get in touch with me via my website for a private reading. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab and you can order your reading with me there. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you next month.